This Ethan Crumbley trial, okay, for the school shooter himself, they shouldn't even waste the court's time and just take him out back and fucking finish it off. But again, okay, this just goes to show you that the gun had nothing to do about it. This was a deranged, sick fucking individual, and even if he didn't have access to a firearm, he was going to do something fucked up regardless. Ethan Crumbley mulled using Molotov cocktails in Michigan school shooting. Again, if he didn't have access to the gun that apparently, which led to the charges of his parents, okay, giving him access to a firearm, it just led to that horrific atrocity to happen. It's like, yeah, I don't discount the fact that a school shooting is fucking tragic, but to start to blame the parents because a fucking pistol was used that, was purchased by the parents and use that as justification to charge them with involuntary manslaughter, this should just fucking blow that case up. But the political prosecution that's going on these parents is fucking frightening, and not enough people are paying attention to it. So yeah, just a little bit about this psycho. Michigan judge ordered accused school shooter Ethan Crumbley to stay locked up in a county jail, as it was revealed he considered using Molotov cocktails during the November massacre that left 4 students dead. Oakland County Circuit Judge Kwame Rowe said Tuesday that journal entries and the text messages by Ethan Crumbley indicated that the 15-year-old had previously made improvised incendiary weapons and weighed using the Molotov cocktails in the November 30th shooting. Crumbley also admitted in the journal to starting a small fire in the woods and killing 8 baby birds. He's literally a psychopath. Those are trademark, classic, even hack examples. Slowly torturing them. Like I said, don't even waste the court's time on this one. You have everything that you need. Rowe noted in the 12-page opinion, while denying the teen a transfer to a juvenile detention center from the Oakland County Jail, where he'd been held without bond. Now, the fact that you're holding him without bond, fucking kind of stupid. I don't think he's going to be shooting up another school anytime soon, but he is being held on terrorism charges, which kind of seemed to fit the bill. He was out there to do the most harm possible, so seems to fit. And again, I'm not defending this little fucking psychopath in any form or fashion. This is strictly about his parents being put through the ringer on this one. I don't know if it makes sense. The prior delinquent acts are of grave concern to this court, but they aren't necessarily illegal. He just wrote about something that you can't confirm happened. Rowe wrote during the adding that Crumbley cannot be safely detained in a juvenile detention center in Pontiac. I just put him in the old Silverdome. Oh, it's been demolished. Damn it. Prosecutors allege that that the defendant planned and executed a mass murder at Oxford High School. Rowe's opinion continued. Allegedly, he killed 4 students and injured 7 others. Allegedly. The alleged facts speak for themselves. Yeah, there's footage of it. He was detained at the scene, so I don't really know what's being alleged anymore, but I understand that you have to write that. Prosecutor revealed last month that Crumbley had texted his mother about demons and ghosts prior to allegedly gunning down his classmates and made Molotov cocktails at home. The teen will be tried as an adult on charges of first-degree murder, assault with intent to murder, terrorism, and gun counts in the school massacre. Again, if he said that he was going to be using Molotov cocktails anyways, does that really make the gun central to any of this? Okay, yeah, he shot and killed people, but if you're going to be charging him with terrorism, clearly he was there to be as destructive as humanly possible. So that was just the most easy mechanism for him to conduct his, charged terrorism. Let's be fair on this one. So, the fact that, yeah, he texted his mother about demons and ghosts. Cool. Edgy kids say a lot of edgy stuff all the fucking time. But this is also stuff that the school was very well aware of. But as you can see in all of these documents and in all of these articles, the schools themselves, they ain't being charged with anything. And they knew a lot more than the parents, who are being charged with stuff and being abused by the court, to say the least. Ethan Crumbley's parents, to get independent attorneys to avoid mistrial, they acquired representation. But according to the court, that wasn't good enough. So now they have to get different representation? What the fuck? That is fucking around with your Fifth Amendment right. Oof. Holy shit. Avoid a mistrial. You just created a fucking grounds for an appeal and a ground for a mistrial, if you're asking me, but Michigan, man, they can do some weird shit. Let's just put it there. Parents of accused Michigan high school shooter Ethan Crumbley will each be assigned their own independent attorney. Oh, great. They're going to be assigned public defenders? How awesome. Why are they doing this, by the way? To help them avoid any potential conflicts of interest in the high-profile case a judge ruled Tuesday. While they're being tried at the same time for identical charges stemming from an identical act, how does having two attorneys from the same law firm pose any sort of conflict of interest? What the fuck? James and Jennifer Crumbley, whose 15-year-old son, are charged with gunning down 4 students in the Oxford High School on November 30th, will have counsel appointed to inform them of potential conflicts of interest that may arise due to the current counsel being from the same law firm. What does that have to do with literally anything? The new attorneys assigned to the Crumbleys will not replace their current representation, but will help them with proceedings to avoid a mistrial. Cool. So now you're going to have state interference into a defense counsel. What other possible problems could be going on here? Doesn't that immediately create a conflict of interest? You have a state actor coming into a defense counsel's proceedings and just telling them what they can and can't do to avoid a theoretical conflict of interest. This entire case is fucked. They're trying to set precedent to start charging unaffiliated members when it comes to a shooting, when it comes to a murder. This is bizarre. The new attorneys assigned to the crown. Oh, right. Yeah, it won't be, to replace their current representation. There's great concern that there may be conflict of interest. Oakland County Circuit Court Judge Cheryl Matthews said Tuesday of the Crumbleys' attorneys, adding that they could damage either James or Jennifer. What? If there's a mistrial because of a conflict that arises at trial, we will go back to square one. And I want to avoid that. What? How could they're both working on the same file? What the fuck are you talking about? Just one attorney, however, was in the courtroom Tuesday as Jennifer and James Crumbley appeared for their pretrial hearing. The Free Press reported. Detroit Free Press, this is, by the way. Attorney Marielle Lehman, who is representing James, attended the hearing, while Shannon Smith, Jennifer's lawyer, was not able to attend due to illness. The two attorneys run Smith-Lehman Law Firm in Bloomfield Township. Joint representation from attorneys from the same law firm is uncommon. Okay, so that's the reason why the government should be meddling into their defense? I don't get that. These concerns need to be addressed in the short term and in the long term. We need to make sure that we can set the ground rules here and that we can make sure that our political motives get achieved. Okay, if you guys would just play along, that would be great. Matthews ordered both James and Jennifer to meet with appointed attorneys without their current counsel in the next 2 weeks to learn about a potential myriad of problems that could arise from the current arrangement. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Because they're married, the court can't make them testify against one another, so they're, for all intents and purposes, the exact same person. This boggles the mind. The primary concern would be if either James or Jennifer are convicted of involuntary manslaughter and subsequently appeal based on the impartiality of their attorneys, according to the outlet. Oh, okay, cool. It's also like raising an appeal. Okay, if somebody gets a conviction and that they say that, oh, their lawyer wasn't as effective and that they raise the improper defense argument in their appeal, that could happen. So the government needs to intervene. Sorry, whoops, a Freudian slip. Oakland County Prosecutor Karen last week filed a joint representation motion seeking that the couple be advised, if they convicted, that there will be a no do-over in the case, according to the newspaper. Listen, if you're convicted, don't appeal. That would be great. The couple have pleaded not guilty to allegedly making the gun that prosecutors say Ethan used in the attack readily available to him, which again should be completely torched based on the fact that the kid wanted to use Molotov cocktails as well. He was going to be a terrorist regardless of the theoretical actions when it comes to keeping a firearm in a locked cabinet, which they did, by the way. This entire case is fucking bananas, bonkers, insane. Barely anybody's paying attention to it. It makes me fucking sick to my stomach because this is dangerous prosecution. This is politically motivated prosecution because Gretchen Whitmer and her flunkies in Michigan hate guns. They want them taken away from everybody, and they want to set the ground rules, and they want to set the groundwork, prosecute everybody that they can whenever it comes to one of those scary guns doing anything wrong. Going after gun manufacturers, different states are already taking care of that, so if they can go after associated parties as well, kiss your Second Amendment goodbye. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. Why don't you follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.